Yes, Mr. Khobori.
Sorry, let's just finish up the exercise we were doing. Colonel, is it correct that also you had indicated before this court that the other marks are not clearly visible because of the fact that the barrel was worn out? Can you correct me?
That's correct, ma'am.
That's correct. Okay. And as a result of that, the marks were not transferred constantly into the test.
That is correct. The barrel is worn out and there's slippage also. That also affects the markings.
Okay. Let's just finish up, Colonel. We are in agreement with striation number 1. This is striation number 1. I agree with you that it lines up, it's visible on both sides. And it's of the same width. Okay. And then number 2. Number 2 is this one. We also agree in that one. That is visible on both sides. And then let's go to number 3. Okay, I think we have done. We have started. We are working on number 3 before we adjourn.
That's correct,
We are done with that one. Okay. And then if we go to number 4. Number 4, it's not clear.
Number 4,
You see, Colonel? This is our number 4. You agree with me, Colonel?
Number 4?
Number 4, yes.
Yes, it's there.
It's not clear.
It's not?
It's not clear. In other words, I'm saying it's not visibly clear enough as number 1 and 2, as I have agreed with you. That's why in agreement this one is clearly visible. Then when you go to number 4, there's no striation.
Number 4, I will refer to.
I'm guided by the errors. Yes, I'm guided by these errors, yes. By these errors. It's not there, Colonel.
It is there.
Okay. Let's move on to number 5. That's the 5th striation. Eh? The 5th striation on the right hand side, it's lower. It's a bit lower. Yeah. If you look maybe into your chart there, if you look closely to number 5, it's not equally matching.
Number 5 is there. It's also visible on both sides.
Number 5
But the one on the right hand side, it's slightly higher than the left hand side. Or maybe the thing is
That one is number 4.
Owesine lowo.
No, number 5 is here. That's number 5, according to the marks. Number 4 is the one that I said it's not clear. Number 4 is the one that I said it's not clear.
This one,
Yes, we're on number 5, yes.
number 4 is this one.
Yes. That is not clear.
And it's there.
But it's not clear.
Yes, it's not clear. It's not because of the serial of them.
Okay.
Yebo, yabonakala ukuthi ucacile mhlawumbe ngabe kwenziwa uhlobo lwensimbi esetshenziswa ukwakha inhlamba.
Okay, thank you. And then let's move to number 6, which is the 6th tradition. Eh?
Asiyeke kwesithupha.
I also disagree with you there, Kenan.
Angingaphikisa
It's
lapha.
not, it's not clear there. It's not clear. You see on the right-hand side, which line are we counting as a striation there? On number 6.
Lapha ku number 6 yimuphi umugqa ikuphi-ke lolu phawu olubalwa njengomugqa.
Well, number 6 there, because your bullet is spherical in shape. When you're looking at the top part, this part becomes out of focus when you do it. So number 6 there is out of focus, but it is there.
It's out of focus.
Oh, number 6 uphumile kufocus.
Okay, so we agree that it's out of focus. That is why it's not clear.
Siyavumelana
Yes,
ukuthi
there, it's out of focus, that's why it's not clear on the phone.
No, it's not there. Kenan. It's not there.
Uphumile
How
kufocus.
is there? If you look at it from here, goes out of focus. Continue that side.
No, that's not.
I'm used to.
That's not striation.
It starts.
You can use your water pass.
Let me try it again. It starts there. Actually, you can see.
Yeah.
It starts here. Where does that partial start?
Do you agree with me that it's not visibly clear enough, like 3 and 2? 3 and 2, we did not go back and forth. In 3 and 2, they are clearly lined up. You can see them.
It's because they are in focus. That one is not in focus.
Manje uvumelana nami yini ukuthi ayibonakali kahle ucacile kahle njengo number 2 no number 3 athi hayi ukuthi vele iphumile kufocus.
That's
Sorry, just for me. These striations, you actually saw them by using the microscope.
Microscope, that's correct one.
That's the point. You're using a microscope which you are twisting and turning. But here we're using the naked eye, we're using the water pass. But in the laboratory, you're using a microscope, a double microscope.
That's correct.
Yeah, please.
you know the reason why, Kenan, I'm taking you through this exercise. This is an exhibit before this court. This is the evidence that is before this court, which depicts the striations that you were able to see when you were examining in the microscope. Otherwise, you wouldn't have printed this if it's good for nothing. It's not good for nothing. It's the evidence before this court, which must be accepted as reliable evidence. And I'm saying it's not reliable.
Ngikuhloka ukuthi
What's that, sir?
So it's very much reliable.
Okay.
hayi singancika kulokufakazi okulethwa ile exhibit.
And you agree with me that we couldn't take the microscope as it is and put it before this court so that we can all see what you saw when you're doing the examination. You are all relying on this document that you have provided for this court.
Uvumelana nami ukuthi asikwazi ukuletha i-microscope sonke sizoyibona esingiyibona ile exhibit oyilethe la enkantolo.
That's correct. You cannot bring the microscope.
Yebo, ngiyavumelana nawe.
And this
Asikwazi
exhibit,
ukuletha i-microscope
and this
la
exhibit is
enkantolo.
called a court chart.
Come again?
This exhibit is a court chart because it was attached to the report that we can use it when we are analyzing the report that was attached to it.
Lena i-chart
Mr. Court, please, I don't know if that proposition is correct because the defense had an expert. He had the opportunity to look at the exhibits under the microscope. So the proposition that it's only this witness who looked at the exhibit under the microscope is not correct.
Now, I'm not talking about the hearsay of who saw what on the microscope. I'm talking about the document that is before court, which has been presented as the evidence. Let's move on for the sake of progress, Kenan. Thank you. Mr. Sibanda, you can take down. Thank you. You can bring back my water pass.
Look, this has got nothing to do with this case. Just as a matter of logic. There is an expression that a thing or some aspect is not visible to the naked eye. Have you ever heard of that? It's not visible to the naked eye. Have you ever heard it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
It
think
has nothing to do with this case.
Colonel, I just want to take you now through the integrity of receiving and handling the exhibits at the ballistic. Okay? There is a procedure of receiving the exhibits at the ballistic. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Kukhona-ke indlela yokwamukela ama-exhibit lapha kwa-ballistic wathi yebo.
And in this case, that procedure of submitting and receiving the exhibits was not followed.
Kulokhu-ke indlela esetshenziswayo yokuletha nokwamukela ama-exhibit ayisetshenziswana.
Maybe let me clarify. When I'm referring to the exhibits, I'm referring to the exhibit in issue, in this case, in respect of paragraph 9 of your report. We can go back to your report
Ngale
now,
ma-exhibit avela lapha ku-paragraph 9 yombiko wakho.
so that we don't confuse the exhibits. The exhibits referred to in paragraph 7 and examined in paragraph 8 was not accepted, was not received by the South African Ballistic Laboratory in terms of the procedure that is set out in the laboratory.
Lama-exhibit avela ku-paragraph 7 no-paragraph 8 awamukelekanga elaboratory yala eMzansi ngendlela kufanele kusetshenziswe ngayo.
My lord, it was received properly. If I signed for it at the SAP 13, that's the procedure that must be followed. And I
Right.
brought it to the lab for analysis.
Yamukelwa ngendlela efanele ngoba ngayisayinela ku-SAP 13.
The procedure, Colonel, for the handling of the exhibits from the station, the exhibit will be booked out by the respective individual who is sending the exhibit to the ballistic unit. Am I correct?
Uma ke ukuthi khona into esuswayo ifanele isayinelwe ibhukwe out ukusho ukuthi isayinele ukuthi iphumile la ithathwa khona kunjalo.
And sent to the ballistic.
Ebese thunyelwa kwa-ballistic.
My lord, the exhibit will be booked out at the SAP 13 by a police officer who will sign the SAP 13
Yes.
and submit a copy of his appointment certificate
Yes.
and bring the exhibit to the lab.
To the lab, yes. That's where we are. And that did not happen in this case.
My lord,
It
but
happened.
the advocate is talking over me most of the time and I have to complain.
My apologies, ma'am.
So, Mr. Mshololo, are you saying this firearm was never in the lab? The one which was retrieved at Cleveland? It was never in the laboratory?
No, my lord,
What are you saying?
what I'm saying to the witness is that the procedure of handling the exhibits,
Yes.
in this case,
Yes.
it was not followed in
Yeah.
respect of paragraph 9, exhibits in
In what way
paragraph
was it
9,
not followed?
because it was not sent to the ballistic, but it was booked out by the expert who was going to do the same examination, my lord.
Wait.
In the lab.
Ballistic?
In the ballistic, yes. Yes.
I thought it was sent somewhere else.
My lord, the procedure was followed, as I said, the procedure of booking out the firearm, SAP 13, must be a police officer, signs in the SAP 13, and hand a copy of his appointment certificate.
Okay, let me,
Manje ngithi-ke mina le yabhukwa out ngendlela efanele ngoba lona-ke ipolice alisenza lapho kwa-SAP 13 kufanele vele likhiphe ne-appointment certificate yalo ukuthi ikhombise ukuthi ikhishwe yilona.
and after that has been done, that exhibit will then be allocated to an, is it an expert or analyst? To an analyst, ballistic analyst. Am I correct?
Emva
The exhibit
kwalokho-ke kusho ukuthi-ke lento-ke le-exhibit ekhishiwe izonikwa i-analyst ohlola i-ballistic
who is sitting there at the ballistic,
ohleli lapha kwa-ballistic
or who is working at the ballistic.
noma osebenza kwa-ballistic.
The case was already
No?
allocated to me. I was working on the case. So I have the right to go and fetch the firearm. If I'm not happy with the test that I have the right to go and book it out to the SAP 13, come and shoot additional test if I want to shoot additional test.
Hayi ngoba-ke sinikwe mina-ke le case kwakuyimina wofanele ukuthi ahambe uma ngingenelisekanga hambe ngiyothatha isibhamu ngibuye ngizosidubula.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have your powers of bending all the rules. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just taking you step by step to say the exhibit, once it has been received by the laboratory, it will be then allocated to a specialist.
Ngithi-ke mina uma isibhamu sesilethile lapha kwa-ballistic kufanele sinikezelwe omunye oyi-specialist lapha.
It cannot be allocated to somebody else if I'm in the case. It must be examined by myself again.
Angeke
So
sinikwe omunye uma kuwukuthi mina engisebenza ngalelo cala kufanele ilethwe kimina.
if I'm busy with the case and I see that I need more additional tests to be fired, I have the right to go sign, book it out to the SAP and come and proceed with my analysis. If the firearm was with the owner or was with a private company or something, I would ask the IO to go fetch it so that we can shoot the additional tests.
There is no procedure allowing you to do that.
Allowing me to do what?
What you did, what you are telling the court now, to say because it was allocated to you, so you had a right to go and book out the exhibit.
I have the right to do it.
icala lakunikwe wena wawunemvume ukuthi ungahamba uyosikipha lesibhamu.
And that is the procedure.
iyona indlela ekusetshenzwa ngayo le.
And the procedure is that all the exhibits that are submitted at the lab, they must go through the administration